Hello, Gali.
Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. That's on. It's so good to be back. It's
Yes, it's
really,
good to be
really
back.
nice. Yeah.
It's
And in
really nice.
2025.
Yes,
Yeah. Amazing, amazing. So I'm looking here occasionally at the Instagram, but mostly I'm
yes.
here with you.
This is you. This is Instagram. Yes.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay. What are
So
we talking about today?
today we're talking about 2025, how to make it the best year yet, but more specifically, why you should never wish somebody a happy new year, and why, when you do, you're basically setting them up for not a happy new year, and why you're setting them up for their resolutions not to happen, and why that's a problem to wish somebody a happy new year. You would think that's what everybody does. It's a good thing.
Yeah. So first of all, if everybody doing something, you know it's an automation. It's a pattern behavior. It's not a controlled behavior. It's not something that you create, but something that you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the first principle. Anything that is a pattern behavior, it's robotic.
Mhm. True. 100%.
And robots don't care about results. Robot cares about what they need to do. People care about results. So people observe the environment and decide based on the environment what to do. Robots specialize in the past.
Yeah.
They look at the program. The program tell them what to do.
Amazing. Yes, so
Yeah.
true.
So when you
So true.
wish someone a happy new year, basically what you're telling him is, look, I'm wishing you that something good will happen to you and you will have a happy new year.
Mm.
And basically I'm telling him, look, I suggest you will become an effect, become a very nice stone, and hope that some nice lady will step on you. Do you understand?
I see. So basically if you say to somebody Happy New Year, I think the key is what you're saying is that you're waiting to have the happiness
Come to you.
hopefully happen, come to you.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
Yeah,
It's
I would suggest someone a productive new year.
mm,
I will suggest for someone a year that you helped a lot of people. I
mm,
will suggest, and all of these things will result in being happy because happiness is the result of overcoming barriers. Happiness is the result of bringing results. It's
yeah.
not the result of wishing that someone from the sky will come and put some happiness powder on me.
Yeah, I see. I
It's
see.
not, it's such a subtle, small change in viewpoint, but it's everything. Because for as long as you wish someone happy new year, you're telling him, look, become an effect.
Yeah, hope for the best. Hope for the
Hope
best.
for the best, yes.
Yeah, I see. I see. It is very subtle. It's almost so small that like what's the big deal? But the
What's
difference
the big
is
deal?
yeah,
Yeah,
but the difference is that it puts them in a state. You tell them, "I hope you have a productive year." Then, "Oh, that's something I can do something about." If it's
yeah,
happy or not,
yeah. And I don't hope, I demand.
mhm,
I don't wish you. I ask you to produce a lot.
yeah,
I
wow,
demand production.
mhm,
I'm your friend, and so I'm not asking you. I'm telling you this is what expected of you.
mhm,
If you want to be ethical, if you want to be successful, you need to help, not hope that you will get help.
yeah,
You
yeah,
need to help. You need to
amazing.
make, because if you want to be happy, you need to make someone else happy. If you want to be rich, you need to make someone else rich. If you want to be successful, you need to make someone else successful. If you want to be sick, just do nothing.
Mm,
If you want
yeah,
to be poor, just do nothing. It is
100%.
really subtle difference. I can give you this story. that happened to me a few days ago. I was sitting with one of our students, like someone really amazing, unbelievable, super powerful. And she had a year that looks like that: up, 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 down. And she said, "Look, you cannot just be up all the time."
Mm,
And I said, "Why?" And she said, "Yeah, there's things that happening in life, and you cannot just be up." And this is the story of why things going down in someone's life. When something going down, it is mainly because you did not do what you're supposed to do. So it's because of an omission. Actually, most of the sin that people commit are sin of omission, not doing what you're supposed to do, not bringing the expected result, not taking responsibility. So it's something of omission. And because you didn't do certain things that cause you to go down, you say it's not me because I didn't do it.
mm, mm-hmm.
And this
I
is
see.
exactly the same thing with Happy New Year. It is, I'm sitting there and I'm not doing anything bad. It's not that I'm
Mhm.
bad. I just
Yes, I
want
see that.
to have a happy new year. No, happy new year will happen if you will be assertive, if you will be powerful, if you will insist helping people, if you insist that your friend will produce when they will give you all the excuses in the world why they shouldn't produce. If you insist that people are powerful, if you insist that people are good, if you will insist that you're going to continue to love them despite all they do to convince you to hate them.
Mhm.
Only then you will create happiness for a lot of people. And so you'll be happy.
Wow. Wow, that is really amazing, and that's so the word is, insidious, like, it comes in a way that you don't see and creates a problem, and that's whole viewpoint of just, I didn't do anything, but bad things happened, so
Yeah.
I have everyone to blame, but I didn't do
It's not,
anything.
I was right.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did everything right. What do you want me to do? What I want you to do is what you didn't do.
that's the thing, that's amazing. What I want you to do is what you didn't do. The what you didn't do, that's amazing.
Yeah, most sins is not going around and killing people. It's not stealing. It's not telling the truth. It's not the lie. It's not telling the truth. It's
Mhm.
not doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
It is, most sins are sins of omission.
uh-huh, uh-huh,
It is really fascinating that if you did not bring the expected result, it's not that you did something bad. You worked very hard. You show up to work. You've been there hours. You've done your time, but you didn't do what you're supposed to do. You didn't define the target and did what you're supposed to do in order to bring the target. And so you don't love what you didn't do, because you can love only the thing that you do.
mm.
It is really
What
fascinating.
when you can love only the things that you need to do. What do you mean?
Yes. Because look, you need to, you have a target, you want to have successful kids. Okay.
Yeah,
So what you need to do is you need to do all kind of actions that will cause them to be self-determined. That's the basic knowledge that you need to know about kids.
yeah.
Now, in order to do those things, you need to love the things that you need to do.
Mhm.
You need to fall in love with them. But you can fall in love only with things that you need to do. You cannot fall in love with things that you didn't do. You cannot fall in love with something that do not exist.
Yeah, I see,
Can
I
you fall
see.
in love with chakachuka? No, because you don't know what is
I know what it
chakachuka. It
is.
does not exist.
Yeah,
Can you fall in love with the fifth dimension? You don't know what is the fifth dimension. How can you fall in love with it?
yeah, I see that.
You didn't do it, it's not there.
Mhm,
You
mhm.
cannot fall in love with it, so you cannot execute it.
Yeah, yeah, I see, I got it. So you fall in love with what you need to do, And now when there's somebody who says, okay, so I showed up at work, okay, not somebody who runs their own company. I showed up at
Mhm.
work. I really went above and beyond. I stayed overtime. In fact, I came in on the
What
weekends.
is went above and beyond?
Oh, I stayed overtime. I even worked on the weekends. There were certain
But that's
projects that
not
the boss needed.
that's creating expenses above and beyond. Because now I need to pay for the air condition to cool you down. I need to pay you more hours of salaries.
Uh-huh.
It's not. Done above and beyond is only I brought specific, predefined or needed and wanted results. If not, what you've done is useless. It's like a
Mm,
stone will tell me, look what I've done. I moved all of these atoms internally. I've been there for years. You're still a
I see.
stone.
I see. I see. So the key is what results did that person bring within the company?
Yeah,
And what if the
what they
company
did
doesn't
means nothing.
and what okay, what he did means nothing, but what if the company doesn't reward him or her for really doing that?
Not a problem. You are there, you get paid to bring results. You need to bring the results. The moment that you said this is my job, what you actually says, not I someone put a crown on my head and now I'm the VP of Shpipi. No, but someone gave me the license to produce.
Mm,
And I
yeah,
need now to produce and I need to bring results. And all the problems and all the barriers are how you're going to become happy, because overcoming those barriers what will make you happy. And otherwise, you will be miserable, useless, not loving your work, hating the job, and going to work because you have to go to work, and you will become very sick, very serious, and very sick, and very and seriously very insane. Because if you
yeah.
don't love your work, you are insane. Because 90% of your time or 80% of your time you spend at work.
Right. Right. Yeah, true. Yeah, and then you don't love it. And then
Hi, hi,
on all the other platforms here, so Curtis, hello.
hi,
And
Curtis.
Juandre, I hope I'm saying that right, said hi guys. So hello, hello.
Hello.
Arjun, hi. And Curtis, that's a wonderful viewpoint. Vishal said, I like the message. Create a great year rather than hope for it to just happen. Yes.
Mhm.
And then Arjun had a question. Well, first of all, let me start with his second question. Oh, and Bobby is here saying hello. Hi, Bobby.
Okay.
So Arjun said, but how do I actually fall in love with what I need to do? There were two questions. Let's start with that one.
Okay, good. So
Because, oh, and then sorry, he added to it because I decide a target, but never able to follow through with it. So I'm never able to achieve my targets. And as a result, I lose motivation to do things.
yes, okay. So when you define a target, why do I say target and not purpose and not goal? Because target is defined as something that you know you can easily achieve.
Mhm.
And if you cannot achieve it, it means it's not a target.
Mm.
It's becoming a barrier.
Ah, oh, that's a big one. Yes, big
Are you with
distinction.
me?
Yes.
So a target, why do I say, oh, don't define your purpose for the year, your goal for the year? Because no, 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 no. I want you to define a target, something that you can achieve that will forward you towards the purpose, but something that you can achieve. And you take this one thing that you can achieve, and it will require a number of steps that you can do, and you decide that you love them. And this decision is actually a matter of ethics,
Mhm.
because love is a matter of ethics.
Mm.
Really
Interesting.
interesting. Love is ethics. It's not what you do. Love is who you're being. I'm being someone that love you.
Hmm.
What I do, I kiss you, I did, I do all those actions. And so I have a loving child.
Hmm.
But I first of all need to decide that I'm putting my ethics in, I'm holding my ethics in, and making sure that I'm going to do what I need to do in order to bring the expected results. And if
Hmm.
not, it's a matter of ethics. You need to get a full ethics handling so you can get your ethics in so you can fall in love. A person that cannot do what he needs to do in order to achieve the expected result is not that he just doesn't love what he needs to do. He doesn't love, full stop. And you will not be successful if you don't love people.
Wow. Yes,
You
that's
will not be
amazing.
successful if you don't love people.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
If you cannot make yourself fall in love, you will make yourself hate.
True. That's so
You
true.
cannot do nothing. You can either make yourself fall in love or you hate. You can either make yourself happy, upton, alive, or you can make yourself miserable, useless, finding fault. It's up to you.
Yeah,
And you cannot say, well, I do love my parents, but I don't like the nonsense. You don't actually love them. You need them, maybe you used to them or whatever, but you don't love them.
ah,
Because love is not a temporary thing. It's not something that you can love this, but you don't love that. No, 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 no. You love anything in your area because you put it there.
I see. So if you can love something, you can love anything.
If you can love something, you can love anything. And
Mhm.
if not, you'll specialize in finding faults.
Yeah.
You'll specialize in what's wrong, and your life will become wrong.
Mm. Yes.
Because, because really, these things that sound so almost banal, I think it says, it's the word. It's like if you want to be healthy, make someone else healthy. This principle
Mm.
is so almost too simple, but it
Mm.
is totally true.
Yeah.
If you want to be loved by your customers so they can pay you, you need to love them.
Yeah.
But if you say these customers are bad and look, blah, 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 and look how they behave, and these employees are bad and look how they behave, and this boss is terrible and look how he behave, and this problem is too big and look how big it is, blah, 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 you're dead. You're not buried, but you're dead.
Mhm. Mhm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
Wow, that's amazing.
the principle is if you find that you cannot make yourself love anything, you don't love anything.
Yeah.
And check and you'll see that you don't. You never loved someone. You maybe needed someone. You maybe had an attraction to someone. You maybe had a desire for something or someone, but you didn't actually love. And love is the urge to share the same space for no reason at all. I love to do my work. I want to share the same space with the machines or with the Excel or with the client or with the data or with whatever for no reason at all. I just love because I decided that
Mhm.
I love it. So I do it.
Yes. Yes.
And there's no more
Incredible.
determinism or pen determinism than that. Doing something because I decided I love it, and I love it because I know it's needed for
Mm.
no other reason.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what you put there as what you want to produce.
Mhm.
Amazing, amazing. And Curtis said, "Wow, what a huge distinction for what a target is. That is so helpful." Bobby said, "True." Arjun, wow, that's a different viewpoint on target and with a
Mhm.
heart. Yeah, totally amazing. And Arjun also had another question earlier, actually closer to the start of this, and he said, "Doesn't our positive thinking or positive intentions have a good effect on other people when we say Happy New Year? That's a positive intention. It's a positive thinking. So shouldn't that have a good effect on other people?"
It is very much like parents that have positive intention to help the kids, and they give them, they give them, they give them, they give them, and they don't make themselves determined.
Mhm.
So when you think that it's positive intention, it's not because it is actually positive, but it is a patterned behavior.
What
Because
specifically the whole Happy New Year
the
thing?
whole in New Year and many other things, most of what
Of
people
course.
do is just pattern behavior. But if you really understand the purpose, the target, what is the target? The target is not a happy new year. The target is to make other people happy.
Mhm. Mhm.
I produce, so I make other people happy.
Yeah. So you're
When
not
are
trying
you
to be happy yourself. It's just the
No,
happiness will come, of
because
course, but
the
that's not the
happiness is a
purpose.
side effect of overcoming barriers.
Right.
Happiness is just a manifestation of overcoming barriers.
Hmm.
So if
Hmm.
I tell you Happy New Year, I'm basically telling you, look, I want you to have a Happy New Year. No, I don't want you to have a Happy New Year. I want you to have a continuously year with a lot of barriers, with a lot of things to overcome.
Hmm.
And I want you to overcome them successfully, and I want you to have bigger barriers.
Hmm.
Because what happened, it is quite
Amazing. I love
amazing.
it. I love it. Yeah.
What happened is like that. You've got a person and he has a certain level of barriers. And everyone telling him, oh, you need to be happy. You need to think about yourself. You need to be happy. And here is the feather to make you happy. You know,
Yeah.
so you need to be
Yes.
happy. And so what they tell him is, look, you're too busy. You work too hard. You invest too much in the company. So what the guy do, he get convinced to do less. So you will become happy. Now, what happened is when he convinced himself to do less, he now admitted that he cannot do more.
Hmm. Hmm.
So now this is his new glass ceiling.
Yeah.
And life is expanding, so it will require more. So he will have more pressure because there will be no more undone things. All these things that are undone, all the things that cause the down that I told you, the thing that he's not doing will become more. So
Mm.
now his friends telling him, well, you need to take a day off. You need to take a break. You're working too hard. You're sleeping too little. So he will do even less. And every time he do less, he admit that he's weaker, uselesser, and he become indeed useless.
I see.
And you
True.
will
That's
see that people that struggle in life, things that they work the most. And people that are powerful will always tell you, I didn't do it enough. I just need to produce more. I really want to produce more. I don't know. I've slept already 3, 4 hours last night. So much waste of time. Wow.
yeah. I see. But a lot of times people will say to those people out of genuine care, and again, it's like the parenting example or the good wishes. You good care, but it destroys. But you see these people that work really hard for many, many, many years, and all of a sudden they have a heart attack, or there's some kind of an issue, or there's some problem
They didn't
because they
work hard,
really
Babale. They didn't work hard. If you actually work hard and you have results, you don't have a heart attack.
interesting. I see.
You don't have heart attack. You have heart
Mm,
attack once you start to take off.
mm,
When you are busy, there's no time to become sick.
yeah, that's true.
You
That's true.
demand from the body to perform, and the body perform.
Yeah,
How
that's
many
true.
kids you see that are sick? Most kids are never actually sick. They can have a sickness because their parents make them small. But generally, you put them in the worst condition. They put into their mouth things that are unbelievable. And before the whole insanity of but safety, 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 protect them, protect them, protect them, kids were in the street eating sand, whatever, fighting, doing the most dangerous thing in the world, and they are totally fine. Nothing happened to them.
Yeah, true.
Jumping from the second floor, doing all kind of crazy things, and nothing happened to them until an adult come and tell them to be careful.
Hmm.
Why? Because kids are productive. Kids are always going and they love what they're doing. They can take a piece of wood and they love what they're doing. They make
Yeah.
themselves love what they're doing. It's not important what it is. Until the parents said, no, 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 you need to have an iPad because you will not love a piece of broom.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
You need
Yeah.
a very sophisticated toy. No, you don't need anything. You need a very good imagination and you need to fall in love with what you do and you will be protected.
Hmm. Yeah. That's amazing. That's so powerful. Really, really, really powerful.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. And okay, one more question. By the way, on Instagram here we have Poonam who said hello and
Hello.
super amazing. Hi, hi.
Hi, hi.
And yes, and then Curtis said, I love this. Kids are definitely immortal. Yes.
Yes.
And wow, amazing, loving it. Yes, from Arjun. Awesome. So my final question is what is your viewpoint on resolutions, on taking the time to set up, okay, this is what I want to achieve this year. This is my game. This is what I'd like to do. I'd like to get in great shape. I'd like to, I don't know, make more money, and I'd like to get a girlfriend, whatever, something that people set up.
Beautiful, beautiful. But it's most of the time do not work. Why?
Yeah, why?
Because why? Because you make a resolution today here, yes.
Hmm.
But before that, you made a different resolution.
Hmm.
And this resolution is fighting with this resolution, and the earlier one always have more power than the current one. And the more resolutions you make without handling the earlier ones, the more you're making yourself wrong. Because if the latest one will be right, all the earlier one will be wrong. So you will be wrong. So you will get the girlfriend, but you will hate your life.
Mm.
It,
Interesting.
it is, it's amazing. You will
And
get
when
the
you
job,
say,
but this you'll discover that it's not really what you wanted, and you'll get this lady. And once you've been with her for 6 months, you'll say, "Well, I didn't actually know it was I bought the marketing division."
uh, yeah, exactly. So, but the thing is, when you say earlier one, how much earlier do you mean? Because a lot of times people will make the same resolution 6 years in a row. This is the year I'm getting in the best shape of my life. It's the same resolution that I had since
Because
whatever. I don't.
it's still going against an earlier resolution. You
So
want
it's
to get
earlier
your
and earlier.
resolution, you want to get your resolution handled. You want to get the first thing you need to do is to start getting targets done. The hell with the resolutions. Why? Because success is the sum of all validated improvements. So every time you get an improvement, an improvement, an improvement, one more target, never mind how small it is, one more target. And you do that while you're loving it, not despite the fact that you hate it. No, while you're loving it, you will see that you get convinced that you are perfect. And anything that is not perfect is not you. And I'm
Mhm.
talking about targets and not about New Year resolution and not about purposes and not about goals and not about long-term goal and not about all of this nonsense. Not because it's not needed, it's needed,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you cannot set it up in the face of failure. So you've got a
Mhm.
person that failed and failed and failed and failed, and he knows he is a failure. He knows deep inside, and also he said that sometimes I'm useless.
Yeah,
I see a cockroach and I'm totally an effect. A
yeah,
cockroach make me effect.
yeah.
Yes. I can, I'm afraid of flying. Well, are you afraid of flying? It means that you don't observe what's in front of you and you act on some kind of a pattern behavior because it's easier for you to look at the familiar what's happened before. But the fact is that flight is the most safe thing in the universe,
Yeah.
much more safe than driving, much more safe than getting married.
Yeah.
So more,
Yes.
more people
Uh,
die by their spouse than flying. You understand? So,
yes.
so the person is so comfortable with the familiar, which is his past, that he misses what's actually going on in front of him.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Totally. That's exactly what happens.
Total, total robotism.
Yeah.
Robotism, 100% robotism.
Mhm.
People behave robotically. And how do you know that someone behave robotically? He wants to be right. Robots wants to be right. People wants results.
Mm.
Robots don't know if they brought the result or not. Someone tell them, but they don't know.
Yes. Yes.
Robots want to be right, want to be right. They have to make the correct decision, otherwise they make a mistake and they don't know what to do with this mistake because the
Yeah. Yeah.
programmer didn't tell them. Robots wants to be right. People wants results. People wants to
Mhm.
fall in love with what they need to do in order to bring results. And if they
Yes.
started to go in one way and you fall in love with this lady and you realize that maybe it's not a lady, then then you fall in love with someone else and it's not a problem.
Yes, yes, exactly. You're able to move despite if it makes you wrong, right, up, down, it doesn't matter.
Whatever.
A- and
Yes.
and so what, just before we wrap up, what can somebody do practically? There's somebody here, well, an account, a nice Zoom gadget. that commented, "Yes, I'm a robot." So how does somebody that feels like they recognize this in themselves, like, wow, I have these patterns, I have these things I just do on automatic. Uh, what do they do? How do you
You
unstick?
start learn. Knowledge will set you free.
Mm,
Knowledge will set you free. You'll see that mankind never progress where he succumb to the elements, where he succumb to the physical universe. Mankind improve when he make the physical universe succumb to him.
yeah, 100%.
So how do you know if something is right or wrong? Is Are you controlling the physical universe or the physical universe control you? So you look at the problem of global warming, is the viewpoint is, okay, what can we do in order to control the global warming, or what can we do in order to succumb to the global warming and change everything we do and become all limitation on us because there is or there isn't global warming? How do you know if it's right or wrong? Are you more cause or less cause? If you less cause, even if it's correct, let the planet explode because in any case you are useless. You don't deserve the planet.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I see. I see. Amazing. Got it. Got it. Got it. Fully. Wow. Okay. So how can somebody start to get the knowledge? Probably the best spot is Soul Coffee as a
So
great,
yeah,
yeah.
so
So
coffee
let's
will be
let's
amazing.
talk about that. What does it do in terms of unsticking someone? And it's not even something that we were necessarily planning to promote on this live stream, but it's just so relevant. Somebody wants to get some knowledge. Soul Coffee is probably a great way to start. How does it work to reverse that robotism? How does it make a new year more likely to help you achieve your targets, to
Okay.
actually get you results?
So the past, your experience is your enemy. And I know that it sounds crazy because everyone tell you what is your experience, and I want you to have experience. Your experience is your enemy because it tells you how difficult things are, what can be done, what cannot be done. It set up the walls of the jail. So
Mm.
according to experience, people will never fly because the jail was we cannot fly. We are not birds. Yes.
Yes,
Only
yes,
birds can fly, and birds are useless comparison to people, but only birds can fly. So
yes,
obviously
yeah,
it doesn't make sense. Yes.
yeah. And that was the
Just from
viewpoint.
that
Fully.
viewpoint. Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
So
100%.
someone one day says, experience, the hell with experience. I want to fly.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
are brothers, and we are the right brothers, and one brother is very annoying. I have to fly away from him.
yes.
That's probably what happened.
That's probably the story behind the scenes. Yes.
So the thing is that your experience will lead you to do the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Pattern behavior of society will lead you to do the wrong thing. You've been bombarded day in and day out with become a robot. The TV tells you what to do. Instagram tell you how to think. You are formed. Your opinion get massaged without you knowing into a very specific way of thinking.
Hmm. True.
And because of that you become more and more and more limited. What can undo that? Pieces of truth.
Mm.
Truth has the ability to remove lies. It is like has the ability to remove darkness.
Yes.
So what I do with this soul coffee, I give you every day a few minutes of truth, pure truth, that you hear it, and it is putting you in a position where you can become cause over the day. You can become cause over your life. Instead of being the effect, you become cause. And I will tell you things that you will not like.
Mm.
I'll tell you things that you need to hear, not the things that you want to hear.
Yes.
And over time, you'll get a change in viewpoint, and all of a sudden, you will realize that you actually know. Everything I say, you know, but you cannot articulate it because there's so much thing that tell you you mustn't know, you mustn't know, you mustn't know. The one thing you mustn't do is you mustn't know.
Mm. Yeah.
The one thing you mustn't do in this universe is know.
It's rigged
But
against people. Yeah.
yeah, but you actually know. So the Soul Coffee is a specialized coffee that you get every day, and it helps you to realize that you know. It helps you to realize that you are perfect, and anything that is not perfect is not you. And so it means that everyone else is perfect, and anything that is not perfect is not them. And the moment that you start to realize that there is a difference between the being and his actions, you will see that you will be able to handle a lot of motion, because you will still love the being, and you will handle his motion or lack of motion most of the time. Are you
Amazing.
with me?
Yes. Yeah, amazing.
So
Yeah.
this is
Wow.
really what the purpose of the Soul Coffee. It's giving you all kind of truth from different angle that comes to bring light into your life. Not by me bringing the light, but by you bringing the light, because the only person that can bring light to your life is you.
Wow.
No saint, no God can bring light into your life. That's why God made you in his image, so you can bring the light.
Beautiful. Wow. 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 That's amazing. And the
Mhm.
Soul Coffee is something that anybody can get for free for 14 days. And after that, it's only 97 cents a day. So it's $29 a month for daily videos from Meir in your inbox. And you can go to gprosperity.com/drink soul coffee. DRINKSOUL coffee, COFFEE. So gprosperity.com/drink soul coffee. And if you need anything, write to us if you can't find the link or whatever.
Yeah, if you want to spice the Soul Coffee, we can also add a shot of
Chai, a shot of maybe a latte. We can make it into a macchiato. Yeah. Cortado, flat
the
white.
interesting thing about Soul Coffee is that I think we have like 1,000 unique
Yes.
videos so far,
Yeah.
and every day I'm doing more. Every day,
Yeah. Yeah.
every day there are more and more and more. I just made a list uh, in the last 2 days of 100 new Soul Coffees.
Wow,
100
really?
new, yeah,
Wow,
100
wow.
new Soul Coffee, new ideas of what I need to talk about, which angles, and how I can attack this viewpoint, and how I can get a person to look at this fixed viewpoint and that fixed viewpoint, because people are really have very fixed viewpoint. How do I
Yeah.
know? They want to be right.
Mm. Mhm. Yes, that's
Enemy
the
is that you're trying to be right. And
yeah,
everyone says, no, what? Do you want me to be wrong? No, I want you to be able to be right and wrong with the same level of enthusiasm. It's irrelevant if
absolutely.
you're right or wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing.
Nothing more.
100%. 100%. That's beautiful. What a message. That's an amazing message to go into the new year. And this whole interview is something that has to be shown on all platforms. Jenna here said, so true on Instagram. And we have Luciana that said, Soul Coffee is amazing. Amit put the link on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, you can find the link. Curtis said, I
Thank you.
watch Soul Coffee every morning. Yeah, 100%. It's amazing. If you just go to the link, you'll see so many success stories from people about the Soul Coffee. It's like very popular. Amit said, Soul Coffee is absolutely fabulous. Yeah, yeah, amazing.
Thank you.
This
Thank you.
was incredible. Thank you
Thank you,
so
Ali.
much for this, Abba. It was really good. Thank you for everyone that participated on all the
Thank
platforms
you. Yes.
and share this with everyone that you know. And if you're watching this and you haven't yet subscribed to us or followed us on Instagram, do so. And thank you for tuning in. Here's to an amazing,
Instagram.
productive 2025.
2025.
Exactly. Be productive. Be kick ass.
Yes.
Be self determined and help a lot of people. The real purpose is, the real question when you everything is said and done is, did you help?
Yes.
Did you help? That's the basic, that's what you're going to answer at the end.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Did
Yeah.
you help? How much did you help?
Wow. So that's we're gonna help this year a lot.
Exactly.
Everyone watching absolutely is going to be a part of that. Wow.
Okay.
Mwah.
I love you,
Love you.
Baba.
Thank you
Mm,
all. This was amazing, beyond amazing. Thank
thank you.
you.
Mwah. Bye.
Mwah. Bye. Bye, everyone.